all of them have a thing that could mean they're the traitor, and it's annoying.
That's the point. You're not supposed to know. You gotta figure it out. We still got more movie to be had.
I know, but it's like a murder mystery. I always want to work out who did it before I watch the end.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Zombie here, and today we are doing something new and different Kingdom Hearts game today, and I am joined here with Raine. Hello, Raine.
Hello.
She is currently sitting here with her eyes closed, as I do not want her to see the title screen just yet. But I think it is time, Raine, for you to open your eyes right now. We are playing Kingdom Hearts back cover. Which, if you can tell by the title screen here, it says chapters. We are watching a movie today, Raine.
Oh, okay.
It's movie day. Grab your popcorn, grab your blanket, curl up, get all comfy. Everybody out there, you know, make sure Grandma's there. Let's all get comfy and cozy, and let's watch some nice movies, nice Kingdom Hearts movies together. It'll be a fun time. Raine, I did not tell anything about this too. She had no idea what we were even doing next. we finished Dream Drop, and now we just jumped right into this literally immediately. No breaks. So yeah, what are your thoughts so far, Raine? What's going through your head?
I'm very confused by those people with robes and what that first guy actually looks like, because I can't really tell if he's human. Sadly, it certainly doesn't look human. That looks kind of familiar, but also kind of not. And I'm very confused.
What do you think of like the location that they're in?
It looks beautiful.
Image? Yeah, I freaking love it. And like, there's little like I'm gonna call it like, they look almost like dandelion seeds floating in the wind.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool, cool, like a little aesthetic there. That's really interesting. But yeah, so we're gonna be watching a movie today. I'm really excited to show you this one. Actually, it's not as long as 358. We'll be getting it done in one session. We'll be going straight through with it. But yeah, so let's just freaking jump into it here. Play freaking all. Subtitles on, please. Here we go, Raine. It'll be a little pixely here. Just bear with it here.
Okay.
So, to give you some context while this is popping up, you don't worry about reading any of this. You can just look at the images. It pops up too fast anyways to really read it. While I talk over it for you. This is essentially was a mobile game, and they made it into a movie. It's not the whole mobile game, mind you. This is maybe 1 to 5% of the mobile game is what we're going to be viewing here today. And essentially, it was a way to connect people more, because a lot of people who have played the Kingdom Hearts games didn't play the mobile game, and this was a more accessible way for people to get it all on one console. As you know, we've been playing through the remastered versions, which are in these bundles together, and the game that we're seeing here has been something that went on over the course of, I think it was 8 years? 8 years this mobile game was kind of getting updates and getting new releases in it, and they basically remastered it into a cutscene. What we're viewing today was not in the mobile game. It was something that they made specifically for this to help tie it together, to give you some of the big plot points that you kind of need to know moving forward, just for an easy access way. And yeah, so you can kind of see here what the mobile game looks like. This is footage from the mobile game. This is the art aesthetic. This is all that we see in the mobile game.
Okay.
The characters. So the character you're seeing there, you customize your own character in this game. You can give it a different outfit, give it a different look, change the hair, whatever you want to do with it. They have a ton of options in there. It's kind of cool. You can no longer play this game. You can view the cutscenes of the game, which is what kind of stuff we're seeing here, but you cannot play it anymore.
Okay.
So what is your opinion on the art style of this, by the way?
It's kind of really weird looking. They used to be this game I played with my sister when we were younger, that we were just sort of allowed on the internet for games. And it kind of reminds me of that sort of like hinged movement of like the arms.
Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it. Yes, exactly.
Like everything's on like a hinge and it moves a certain way, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like a pivot point.
Yeah.
That they have.
So confusion is what I'm feeling.
Well, let's see what we're gonna see here, Raine. We're about to get into the actual movie now. That was just the intro. This looks better though, doesn't it, so far?
Yes.
Much better?
Yes.
Don't worry, we don't have to view that scene. So that's said Case of Lushu on the side there.
Is that important?
Yes. You don't have to write anything down for that, but...
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh.
Oh.
Come on, it's simple. You 6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count. No.
Oh, let me just say something too that I need to make sure I get in your head, because this is kind of important for the context of this game. I have to give you context, other than the fact that this was a game. This game takes place a questionable amount of years ago. It could be 1,000, it could be 1,000,000, it could be 1,000,000,000, it could be any amount of time. But it's before anything else we've ever seen before. I just want to make that very apparent here. This is not taking place during Sora's time. I totally neglected to say this before, which is really bad. Luckily, I got it at the start here. So this is known as the time of fairy tales.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the time period we're working with. Again, we don't know exactly when it is. Just know it's at least hundreds of years before Birth by Sleep, we'll say. At least hundreds.
All right.
Could be thousands, million, whatever it is. But that's just the important point for you to know. Just so you can get a time period for this. Now we'll continue here, unless you have any questions.
I was confused.
I realized that. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even say that. I mean, it's my bad. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So yes, hundreds or thousands of years ago, there were black coats, robies.
Okay. And they're not
Here,
keep
take
it.
Uh-huh.
In the master's playful and mischievous way,
Raine probably hates that
he
voice.
gave his apprentice Lushu a very important role. What
Okay.
seemed like a simple task was the
So that's
element
Lushu there
that
with the
would
keyblade.
connect
Okay.
all of the events to come.
The guy on the left's the Masters, what that voice just referred to him as.
Long, long ago, all the worlds were still
So let's explain this as long ago.
Yes.
One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales.
Obviously, Zombo.
It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of
Daybreak Town?
Masters had an
Why is
eye
everything something down?
gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices
God, apprentices, not
a
again.
copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Uh-oh, Book of Prophecies. Oh, lordy.
That's a bad idea.
So I just want to point out here, too, do you recognize the voice actor of the Master of Masters?
It kind of sounds like Axel.
No, but I don't blame you for that, because that was an initial thought that I had for it. It's actually the same voice actor as Noctis from Final Fantasy 15.
Really?
Yep, it's Noctis.
Such a different tone versus
Ray
he
Chase.
has over depressed and sad old sleepy Noctis.
It's like almost the opposite here. But I just want to point that out. Also, I think it's important to note what was just said there, Raine, of everything. They said this was a long time ago. Obviously, the reason why I laughed is because I'm like, you literally just the voice just said that. And I'm like, I added so much to that. But it was when all the worlds were together. So when we're talking about Agrabah being like a town, just walk down the path, however separated they are, you just walk or drive or whatever the heck you use for motion, and you can get to that world. Like they're more like towns or cities in this world than separate things that we kind of know it to be.
So it's all one world.
Yes. One world, one sky, one ocean.
Yeah.
It's like Pangea.
Isn't that like before the Keyblade War though?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Raine. Good job. Look at you. Look at you remembering. You say you can't remember things. You got remembering things out here. So this is essentially Grandma Kairi coming out here talking about, this is what she's talking about.
Okay.
This is why I said it was so important, what she was saying, because it actually is a huge thing later. So this is what she was talking about. So we're kind of seeing what she's talking about here. But anyways, we'll kind of get into it. Master Masters is the guy, and they said he has six apprentices.
6. He chose 5 out of 6 to have the book.
Yes, thank you. You followed it better than me. All right. Anyways, now continuing on, just to establish that.
Okay. It's beautiful though.
It is. Case of Era on the bottom left there.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I
can
just
hear it.
prefer to be thorough.
Yeah, it knocked us.
Master,
Yeah.
is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain
He's
it.
so fun.
It's just
He is.
hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money.
That's not how you spell money in Kingdom Hearts.
Will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
Snap.
I understand.
Symbolism.
That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Distraction.
Not possible.
Superhero
You
stance.
think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
I love this guy.
Are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least
Sounds
try.
like foreshadowing to me.
With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Alrighty, good luck. See you later, man.
He's so expressionative, even though he
Yes.
doesn't have a face.
He is amazing.
I love it.
Oh, here's some Keyblades.
That's awesome.
And so the reliable Era, who wore
So
the
that's
mask
Era.
of the unicorn, was given
Okay.
his role
So
to
manly.
take over for the master and to lead the others.
You could stab someone with that head, though.
Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake,
Another awesome
was
Keyblade.
given her role
Yeah.
to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after.
Quite an important role.
Blue-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery
like the leopard a
of the
lot.
Book of Prophecies.
Yeah.
The mask, anyways.
I like all the masks. They're all pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta be
The
honest, I
first of the
agree.
apprentices to be given their role watched his companions from
So
afar.
that's Lucio, not the Master
and
Masters there.
learned what it was
Yeah.
that they were meant to do. Then he disappeared. Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
No, bye. You were fun. He is. That looks uncomfortable.
This is where your story began. the story of your
So these are the
very
player
own
characters of the
adventure.
game I was showing you. Well,
Yeah.
the game showed you
Five of the
anyways.
master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you.
Like me
By
and you.
defeating Heartless, the monsters
Awesome.
of darkness. They would gather light.
You gathering all this so far? You seem to be keeping up with it pretty well.
Mostly, I don't remember what she said about the first apprentice that had that crate and was given. He's dressed like the master, whatever his name is.
Well, we should get more on that.
There's a traitor among us.
Gone.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I
A little
found
cat.
this around.
Is that a dark charity? Is that a nightmare?
Da, da, da.
Yes. What does that mean, though? Oh, like the little
There's
guy in the
sleeping world,
jar.
darkness. It means darkness, right?
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Raine, is that you? Raine?
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Chirithi is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
Hence
So
the problem.
You're telling us
Yeah.
that if we see a nightmare,
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And
Oh,
you'll
that
have
doesn't sound right.
nightmares on your hands.
It's kind of cute,
Beware.
though.
It is
So-
really cute.
If we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
It's too
No
cute.
wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Maybe you can growl at them.
Kind of reminds me of Aerith a little bit, too.
Come on, I said, you won't know if it works unless you try.
He's like
love
smacking his knee.
Joking.
Tell me you're joking.
It's not me.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Logic.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithi that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
And shut down.
Yeah, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us?
Well, I'll just shut my damn mouth then, won't I, Envy?
Anyone in our unions.
that's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Yeah, that's a game
Collecting is
feature from the
fine.
video game.
But
Okay.
using
For
that
context.
power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
Just to tell you, explain that to you, Raine, it's basically an item that was given to all players of the game. It basically accumulated darkness, essentially, for a brief explanation of what it did.
Okay.
And these guys determined, don't worry about it, it's not important. Now they're like questioning, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
So, like, maybe we fucked up.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have worried about the thing that was bringing darkness. Ooh, go figure. 'Cause, like, I guess it was making the player stronger, but at the same time, it was making darkness stronger. So both were getting stronger. So it was like, ooh, is it bad? Is it good? Does it matter? And it turned out it didn't really matter. But anyways,
Okay.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
And they can't
So
take it
what
off.
now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I
Right, ponytail.
respectfully disagree. What proof
Respectfully,
do we have
I appreciate
the bangles
that.
have hacked the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds
Got
of
him.
doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours?
Fair enough.
That was foolish.
I said, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
Away.
I think we're done here. I
Yeah.
trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
Oh, she's sad.
Yeah,
Don't make Fox
That
Lady
didn't
sad.
go as expected.
yeah. She links with
wrong,
Raine.
This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does
That's
this
worrisome.
whole thing with the traitor
Yeah.
tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on.
It's quite the
and page is
accusation.
suspiciously missing from the book.
It's
It's not so far
an idea, though.
to assume that
I don't
the
think
one
it's
who
too
has the
far-fetched.
lost page
Oh,
has
as
been
he said
turned,
there.
that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust
Yeah,
me.
because maybe there's something on the
There seems
page
to be no record
would
of it in my book
make
either.
them do that.
You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To
Maybe.
grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing.
But she's thinking of your side of the coin, like
Master's
maybe we
gone.
shouldn't jump to conclusions.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Even though I don't know how I see out of this mask.
After all, that is what the Master asked of me.
She's quite respectful.
And Ira,
That's a
may
good
your
word
heart
for her.
be your guiding key.
She also really cared about people's feelings. When she was shooting down that other idea, she was just like, that's dumb. She like she worded her words very carefully.
Yeah. That's a good aspect of Tav.
Case of envy.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
He's so whimsical. I love him.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over.
Smack.
But don't be shy. Just be fair.
To be fair,
And
he
do not
does
be
know the
afraid to
future,
speak
doesn't he?
up.
Like, that's why he got the
Even though I
books.
say observe, you'll need to be the
To an
mediator.
extent, yeah.
Make sure people get along.
I understand, but
But, like, what makes this
without
his
you
job?
or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... It's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
He doesn't do jokes very well.
Yeah.
I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward.
It's pretty.
And you need to keep
Yeah.
up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone.
What's
Now that you
sad?
know what the future holds, Envy, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
He's great.
Best character.
He doesn't even have a face, but he's the best character. But why is he responsible for all this?
I thought he would
Good
make
question.
a great leader, but he let me down. Well,
Oh,
what do
calm
you two
down, you
think?
big brute.
You don't believe what he said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway,
Oh,
could you get to the
interesting.
point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I
Kinda
want
sounds
the
like he
three
did.
of us to form an alliance.
But alliances
Oh,
are
that's a bad
forbidden,
idea.
I said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind.
Unless we kill him.
I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But
Then why are you being such a
I don't
dick?
believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately,
He doesn't think there's a
Ira doesn't
traitor.
share the same
Then
belief.
compromise.
He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. But darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
This is gonna go horribly wrong.
Guess it makes sense.
No,
I
it doesn't.
agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That
Oh,
was
again,
strictly
Raine, what are you
forbidden
doing
by the
here?
No longer.
I'm in. But let's
Just
be
because he's no
clear.
longer here doesn't mean
The
you shouldn't
alliance is
obey
just
his
between
rules.
the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
That's the opposite of what she said then. That's not Raine anymore.
I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood.
That's a good idea.
That's your choice to make.
Well, it is a good. Wait, it's a good idea or a bad idea,
Do
Raine? I don't know what
whatever
you're
you
thinking
feel
anymore.
is right.
Pause. Could you?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, she said that it was strictly forbidden by the master. I'm like, yeah, like don't do it. It's forbidden.
Oh, I
and
thought
he's
you-
all, but he's not here anymore. And it's like, but if it doesn't matter if he's not here. Just follow his rules.
Oh, okay. I must have misheard you then. I must have twisted your words around. I thought you said it doesn't matter. He's not here anymore. Just do whatever. I thought that's what you were saying. You're saying to still.
follow his rules.
Okay, I got you. Then
He
you're still in
made
link with
them
Ava. You're Ava. You're literally Ava over here.
He made these rules for a reason. Clearly, he gave them books of the future. They all know what's going to happen, and he's trying to make it so it goes the way it should.
But is there anything they can do to change the future if the future's set in stone, right?
Yeah, but they can, if they can prepare for like the future after the future that they know. You know.
If anything they do, isn't it just going to be what was expected?
I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe the master, maybe he's really conniving and he's like, you know what, I'm going to set it up this way so the thing that should happen to start all this happens. Which should be really confusing. But it works.
There's a lot of mystery around the Masters, isn't there?
Yeah, the master of masters. My god, how pretentious.
How pretentious, is that what you said? Well,
But he is really cool though.
but he is a master. These are masters, these people we're seeing here, and he's a master of these masters. So he's the master of masters.
Okay, fair enough.
It's quite legit.
It
All right.
is.
Anyways, continue on.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me?
That was very on point.
Yeah.
Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions.
Bad
Lula
idea.
here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed
You're
each of us
splitting
with a
the
different
strength.
role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate to maintain the balance of power.
Which is why they're not really comrades,
quote
quote unquote.
Lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten.
You tell him, Envy.
Perhaps
Yeah.
it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
No, there's definitely no traitor here.
Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you
He's
see
so
back to
quick-tempered.
Ira. You
Yeah.
really
Confused.
think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know,
You
and
snake.
Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
that's enough.
Oh. Poor little fox lady. She seems so fed up. Plot twist, it's her.
Guys, don't look at me. Don't pay attention to me. Oh, here she is, Fox
No,
Lady.
Stop. I don't want us
Appa.
to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello.
Wait, curly hair in my Kingdom Hearts game? Get out of here.
Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
She's got a mask on.
How can you tell that, creep?
Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey.
Mommy said so.
The Master said so. So it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
That's valid.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
He tried.
Yeah.
Wants to know the future.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay.
He's referring to the player character you play as in
Well,
Union
it
Cross
was nice talking
mobile
to you.
game.
I see.
I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
This is a nice interaction.
Oh, now that you told me to cheer up and said please, I'll do it. No, I mean, that was very kind of
Worst
him.
happens. I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
So that boy's name is Ephemer, just to let you know. I don't think
Okay.
it's said in this, but not really
She did
important.
say
But
it.
oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
missed
learned
it. Sorry.
something.
That's right. I
It
didn't
seems
really remember
Ased
it.
and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
I don't think that's how it
I don't
works.
believe he is.
Neither does
Why's
she.
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so,
Which is
forming alliances
fair.
was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your
I'm trying
intervention
to mentally
will be
figure it
nothing more
out.
than confirmed.
Who is the traitor?
Very well. Yeah, because it feels like at certain
leave it
points
to
it
you.
could be him because he's so
And one
like
more thing.
adamant.
A set
But
has
then it's like, what if it's none of them? Because, I mean, that's a possibility. Like, the master set this all up for them to do this. Maybe it's his nightmare. We don't know.
It's the master's nightmare.
Yeah, maybe it's his nightmare.
By the way, the reason why I said mommy when referring to the masters is because MOM is mom, master of masters.
Okay,
So
I guess
he's
it's
mom.
He is mom. He does act like it as well sometimes with the interaction with them. The way he does.
Kind of, yeah. But I like the way you're thinking right now. I like it. You're skeptical.
begun to question
And
the
there's
two of
also the
us.
other student. I don't
As a
remember his name.
precaution, my
Lutsu?
reports will be less frequent.
Lucio.
I don't want him
Lucio.
to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
He left
Yes, I do.
at a similar time when the masters left,
Yeah.
so he's not really around. We see a dark side on the page there, and
Yeah.
Sora's Keyblade.
Months.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
You're not
put it
doing anything,
simply.
maybe?
We entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In
See?
fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
And you are in sync with this game, movie, whatever you want to call it.
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we
Oh.
don't even know who the
Rude.
traitor is yet!
And you don't do that by threatening
That's
him.
exactly why.
And weren't you the one saying there isn't a traitor?
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Uh-oh.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
That isn't a good way of looking at things.
Sorry, my mind's made up.
All of them have a thing that could mean they're the traitor, and it's annoying.
That's the point. You're not
You will
supposed to
regret
know.
this.
You gotta figure it out. We still got more movie to be had.
I know, but it's like a murder mystery. I always want to work out who did it before I watch the end.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's exactly what I did when I first watched this. In case of a set, it's set on the books.
Been here long?
Yeah.
My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
I was just kidding. Didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now, allow me to tell you about your role.
They're all so
You're
dense.
going to be Ira's
Yeah.
right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by him. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What?
He's going to lead.
Is that
isn't-
disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
He knows how to pull their strings.
He
That
does.
just isn't enough. Any chump can say,
Here's a huge promotion. Good job.
and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day.
Shock.
Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
This guy.
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
So maybe that's what you should be doing instead of going against
You might
him.
not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Now, shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case, it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And
Oh no, he's a bit of a
that's your
hothead.
true role.
His
Don't
true
seem
role.
happy with
May
that.
your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, I said.
Best of luck, I said.
Over a year.
Okay. Now that is where we're going to end this here for this episode. And we'll keep going with the movie in the next episode and see where things go and see what kind of things happen. Raine, what are your thoughts at this point?
I love this. It's so cool. It's first really hard to figure out who the traitor is. And second of all, the Master of Masters has such a fun mannerism.
Oh god, it's so enjoyable. His expression, both his verbal and body language is just incredible. He's
Amazing.
so funny. Noctis does a great job. Good job, Noctis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to point out too, I don't know if you've noticed with this game, maybe looking into the next episode here, if you notice, the graphical quality of Kingdom Hearts took a step up here. And these cutscenes are a lot more detailed. The lighting, the aesthetic, the animation, everything is kind of the next level up. And now we're getting into some of the later content here and more recent stuff. So we're starting to see more stuff that isn't remastered. This isn't a remastered thing. It was just done this well to begin with, instead of things being brought up to the level from a different console or something. So yeah, I just think it looks freaking beautiful, and I just want to point that out specifically.
I agree. It does look pretty good.
But anyways, let's wrap this one up here, and we will be right back with this in the next episode. So join us again there, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.